Why am I using a green box? Because I just like them. Because when in Rome, people have been asking me to have one around here, so here is one. But what this video is really about is showing you guys a neat little trick with this gizmotron right here. Okay, but just so you know what I got going on. First of all, that's just a reissue green box, but they're not true bypass. Okay, and it's even worse. They have a buffer in them. No way am I having that anywhere near me without a buffer. So I'm going to show you guys a quick way to fix it without touching the originality of the box and without using a shitload of cables in a looper box just for one effect, okay? Alright, I'm playing really low. So for all of those you that know, I have a gain master and an ADG on here. And one of the things about the green box is I never liked them. When you start turning them up, I just don't like the sound that comes out of them. I'm not crazy about that EQ either, but that part's cool. Blah, 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 blah. Stevie Ray Vaughan and everyone else who uses this thing. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, I put it into the gain master and use the gain master for gain, okay? So when this is off, it's off. This cord's like it's connected to here. So now it's just the gain master, okay? And I have the gain very low on it. It's just set for just a crank amp sound. An amp just turned up a bit. And these amps are really low. Like here's the bypass clean sound. Whisper over that thing. Okay. Just dry, and the amps are barely on. It's like,
you're playing it through 1/100?
No, I got this one on because I'm testing this one for something. But they're like barely on. But anyway, okay, so clean sound, right? Now gain master just gives that as if the amp was turned up. Not adding a shitload of gain or anything, just a sweet, tasty sound of the amp turned up. Really messing with the EQ. So now if I want green box, which I normally don't, but this is for the video, if I want green, and for people who come to hear the amps, if I want green box, I kick it in front of gain master because gain master will sweeten that thing up. I can't stand the power circuit in these things. They're real grainy sounding where there's no way you're going to mimic that. And these boxes work better with an amp that's turned up distorting. So, you know, but then you'd be playing loud. Well, not with a gain master, okay? So I can add that in. You just got to keep the controls down lower on that, obviously, right? Okay. All right, to make this not too long, I got this in front of everything. So if I wanted it into ADG, okay, here's ADG by itself. I'm playing very low, okay? Now if I put green box on in front of that, notice this where I have it set through the amp. That's terrible, okay? That's from the clean side. But don't forget, that's set low like that so that it'll punch the gain master with the sound of the green box. Okay, so you want to see how to do this? I'm going to show you. I want to bring it in and show you real quick. Just give me a second to shut things off. Okay, follow me into the wiring room. Stand on this side. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a brand new from Amazon green box. Okay, I don't care to have a $2,500 real one because I can't stand the sound of these anyway. But yeah, they're cool, you know. And I mean, but what I can stand more than this is having that, and then when that's off, it's ruining my clean sound, my gain master sound, my ADG sound with a buffer and a drained out circuit. You know, just. Okay, so how do you do this? You get yourself a little box. You see I got tab feet, so I can make a little piece of plywood, paint it black, and screw this all down. Or you can just screw it. If you have a pedal board, you could screw this to your pedal board and this to your pedal board. Okay, but I want to show you how simple it is. So these wires here, you would shielded cable, and you just push it through the jacks, because you're not changing anything inside that box, okay? If you want to sell this thing, get another one or whatever, you just unsolder 2 tabs here and 2 tabs here and pull those out. And you don't desolder what's already in there, okay? Now let me show you this. Okay, so you got a switch, okay? You got that would be the output jack, and that would be the input jack. And so that would be this, okay? So if you have a triple pole, triple pole, triple throw switch, you got this extra section not used. If you want to put a light in here, just jump across here with a resistor and here with the ground wire, positive resistor, ground wire, and then use like a 470 ohm resistor or whatever, and then drill in somewhere a jack for your power and just put your 9 volts in and it'll light that light, and this switch will turn that light on and off. So it's real simple. That's out to the jack. Jump those 2. That's out to the input. Okay. TS, I don't know why I wrote TC, but whatever. This is from, I wrote it again, from the tube screamer's output. So that's from the tube screamer's output, okay? And this wire here goes out to the tube screamer's input, okay? And this is the input jack right there, okay? Real simple. And then all you do when you put this on, keep this in mind, peel that back. It's a piece of shielded cable, and you peel it back. I don't know, yeah, maybe I have one here that's, you peel that end back, okay? And then that goes to the ground on the jack, and the center goes to the positive. Leave everything on the jacks. Just solder this to where the positive is, and this to the ground. If you don't know where the positive and ground is, you shouldn't be doing this, because you can break a little wire in here. These are junk. There's tiny little shit wires in them. And if you spend the extra $200, $170 or whatever it is for the alleged hand-wired one, right? What are you getting? the same little crap wires. It's hand wired. What's hand wired? It's a printed circuit board. So now your bypass isn't as good as you might think it is, because it's tiny little crap wire in there doing it. Where right here, you left that all alone. That only works when it's on, all this junk. When this switch is off, we got silver plated wire, okay? We got
It's like thick wire.
Best thing in the world for the signal. So when you bypass that, it's gone. And I'm going to show you a little trick. This wire right here, goes from ground to ground. Okay, this is die cast. That's not a good carrier of ground. So that will affect the magic sound of your cables and your special cable ends. If you're letting that ground return run through this whole box, it's going to run through the box anyway, because these are not insulated. They're grounded right to it. But if you run a nice silver wire across, you know, it's I've said this before, it's like lightning strikes on the golf course. It hits the tree. It doesn't hit the ground beside the tree. It goes to the fastest place. So that signal return will be very fast through this wire, and you'll have good sound. And then you could either screw it right to your board or make a little piece of plywood. If, like me, you're not going to use this all the time, but just when someone wants to hear one of these through the amp, put it in. Okay. Peace out. Have fun with your little box. Oh, here. Want to know what that box is? That box is that.
Get it right, guys.
Cool. See it.
Bye.